Hello everyone. Today I will teach you about some control sources and how to use them in PSpice and how to write the netlist. So at first you can see I have drawn actually four blocks over here. The first one is VCVS. In the bracket I have written E. What does this E mean? This E means the symbol in PSpice we have to use this source. Okay. So and what is this source? VCVS, voltage controlled voltage source. Second one is CCCS, current control current source. The symbol is F. Third one is VCCS, voltage controlled current source. The symbol is G. And the last one is current controlled voltage source, and the voltage is and the symbol is H. Okay. So how do you know which one is actually controlling and which one is actual source? Always remember this, and I have written here reminder: the circled part is actual source. So here you can see the circled part is voltage sign. Here the circle part is actually current arrow sign, which means the current source. Here also current source, and here is voltage source. And I have written here in green E n plus n minus nc plus nc minus n gain. And what does that mean? Okay, so the first part is actually E is actually the element name. So here E means voltage controlled voltage source. N plus means the sources plus node. So here you can see that this one is actually the n plus node number. N minus is this n minus node, and nc plus means the controlling node. So this source is controlled from these nodes. So the nc plus is this node and nc minus is this node. The last part is gain. So how much of the control sources input do you want to amplify in the output? So this one is gain, and this can be any number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 1.5, anything. Okay, so now let us analyze the circuit here. So let us analyze this circuit and write its netlist. So first, for writing a netlist, you have to specify the node numbers. So here we have specified the four nodes 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we can write the netlist from scratch. So I have written this earlier, but let me delete this. Okay, so let me not delete this, and let me explain this. So I started from here. So the first one is V1. If you don't know how to write a netlist, please check my earlier videos. This one is V1, so this is voltage source 1 and 0, and the DC source, so 20 volts, right? Then we use the current source I1 from 2 node. This is the convention. So from the current source flows from 0 node, so 0 and 2, the number 2 node. So here is 2, and the source is the DC1, and the value is 0.1 amps. Then we wrote the resistances. So R1 is between 1 and 2, and the value is 3 ohms. R2 is between 2 and 3, and the value is 3 ohms, and R3 is between 0 and 4, and the value is 2 ohms, and R4 is between 1 and 3, and the value is 10 ohms. Okay, so now we have to write the control source, right? And this distorted, should I say, I don't know, the rotated square is actually the voltage controlled voltage source symbol. Actually use this in circuit, but in PSpice we will use something like this. We'll see this later. Okay, so for the netlist we write E. This is the symbol. You can see that from here. I use this already, and then I have to write the node number. So this actual source is placed between number 3 and 4 nodes. So here we write the plus 3, plus node is connected to 3, and then the minus node is connected to 4. Okay, and the control source, the controlling from 2 and 1 between the voltages of number 2 nodes and number 1 nodes. As you know, the plus symbol comes first in voltages. So here we write 2 and 1, and then finally we write the gain. So here this is amplified 3 times the voltage of these 2 nodes. So here we write the gain, and then we invoke our print command by using .dc v1 2021. And if you don't know why we use this, please check my earlier videos. I've explained this earlier. And then we wrote print dc v21 the node voltages we want to know. Okay, so let me save this as .cir. I saved this earlier, so it's showing this. So let me now run this in PSpice AD. So we go to file, open, and .cir file. So this is our file actually. Let me write open from here. Okay, so I was running this, so this was in opening. So here is our file, right? This is what we wrote in our text file. So let me run this. Okay, the analysis is complete. You can see from there no errors. So let us go to the view simulation output file. Okay, so let us now check the voltage. So we can see the voltage between 2 and 1, voltage between 3 and 4, voltage between And if you want to know if your circuit is actually correct, you can do something like this. Here the node voltage between V3 and 4 is actually the 3 times the node voltage between V2 1. So let us see if V3 4 is actually 3 times V2 1. So let us pick up the calculator and the node voltage between V3 and 4 is minus 8.74 into 10 to the power 23, so 10 to the power 2. So what does that mean actually? Minus 87. So let me just so this is actually the voltage divided by 2. Sorry, the 3, right? So you can see minus 291%. This is actually the voltage of V21. So our circuit is correct. So we saw how to write the netlist. I am showing you here again the netlist for any control source. So this is actually the part. So let us now draw this circuit in a schematic. So I have actually drawn this earlier for your convenience. Okay, so this is the circuit, right? Let me uncheck this one. So if you see from here, this is the circuit and we have drawn this here. The only difference between this circuit and this one you see here is actually this one, right? Because this one here is actually a square box and this one here is a rectangular box, just like we drawn here. So you can see from here, as I told you earlier, the actual source is this one, right? This circle one. So the circle one is our actual source, which is nothing but this. So the plus node is connected to number 3 and the minus is connected to number 4. So the plus node is connected to number 3 node and the minus one is connected to number 4 node, and the controlled nodes are plus and this minus. So plus is connected to number 2 node. You can see from here that this plus is controlled from this source, right? This voltage source. That's why it's called voltage controlled voltage source. Okay, so if you go back to the schematic, so this plus is connected here and this minus is connected here, and the only thing you have to change is here is the gain. So this gain is actually 3. So if it was like 20, you use 20. So this one here is just 3, and you just press OK, and the rest of the circuit is as drawn here. So if you run this now, this one, always remember to put your ground here. Run this. Okay, so simulation is complete. So this is actually what we got, right? If you see V3 minus 4 is V3 minus V4 is actually 3 times V2 minus V1. You can check this out from here. And we also got the currents, right? We checked from our last netlist. This is how you can do this analysis. So I have a homework from you guys, and this one is here. Sorry, you can analyze the circuit. So at first write the netlist of the circuit. Here you have 5 nodes, actually 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 nodes, including the ground nodes, and the voltage here between 2 and 3 is controlled from the voltage between 5 and 0. So here VAB. So here this is the controlled source and this is the controlling part of this source. So try this at home. I think you will have fun. Thank you.